First match, yes.
Okay. So Northern Waters is the first map?
I can give you the other picks 1 second. What, playoff 6, did you say?
Playoff 6, yes.
So it's going to be Northern Waters North Crash Zone Alpha.
North and Crash Zone. There we go. Okay, the first game is starting. They're only a couple of minutes late, luckily for us.
Thank you to the adjudicators who do an amazing job of dealing with situations like this.
Yes. Saves us hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, we just go into Discord and go, help! And they they sort it out.
Just fucking invent a game for us. And they're like, oh, no problem. You have this one, you have this one, you have this one. Okay. Right, so we are actually casting GURKA versus Rebel. We were supposed to cast GURKA later. I actually picked a game with them, I believe, later down the line. If they would win this. But okay. So for GURKA, we have Ohio, Thunderer, Triple Des Moines, Venezia, Petro, Somers, and Småland. And for Rebel, we have double Bourgogne, Goliath. Double Venezia, double Stalin, Somers, and Gearing. Goliath.
I mean, double Bourgogne's interesting as well because that's extremely fast and mobile. You can punish mistakes extremely well, but you're a bit squishy.
Why do you take Goliath? Like, is the only reason Kremlin? Like, I don't know. With IFHE, that thing I think can penetrate Kremlin just about everywhere. But then you take a look at the GURKA's pick, and it's Ohio and Thunder. It's 32 mil, right? You don't need anything particular.
We use Goliath a little bit in the horrible tier 10 clan battle season with the carriers, and we kind of liked it, but the problem is that the range is pretty short, so you've got to get pretty close to actually do anything. You hit really hard. And of course, you've got the built-in pen on the HE and all that kind of stuff, but we just found it was a little bit risky, and so I'm kind of surprised they've taken Goliath.
I have a question from the previous game. Can you ask Stats who the caller is in Throw?
It's Kath. Yes, so he was in the Kremlin.
Kremlin, okay.
Yeah, so he's the clan commander.
There's the radar from Stalin. Småland is going to be detected. Can he make it behind the island without being reset? Bourgogne shells are on the way. I think they're going to actually hit him here. Yep. Oh my God, Venezia shots.
Yeah, SAP is fine.
Oh God, dude, that was 15,000 HP, knocked out the engine, and God knows what more was actually damaged there.
Yeah, he does have a heal, but of course SAP heals like AP, so he's not going to get most of that back.
I mean, if they can get this cap, if they can get this cap and then extract and keep it for the rest of the game, I dare say this might have been worth it. Because he does have a couple of heals. He's going to go back to like 15k HP-ish, which is decent. But then he's going to be out of heals for the rest of the game. However, Gearing and Somers don't have the heals, so the difference won't be too horrible in the HP. But otherwise, this was a very, very, very good slapping from Rebel. We'll see how that goes.
B-More needs to be really careful of these torpedoes as he exits the cap. I suspect that's what those gearing torps were designed to do.
I think he's going to be out of their own time. Yeah, if he waited another 10 seconds and then did it, this could have been deadly. Because that cross torp truly is nice. Yeah, he's going to be fine.
Torp's going towards Gearing in the A-cap. Gearing is not moving currently. Yep, he's going to take one. That's a Summers Torp.
Oof. Half HP gone. And that's a radar. He is radared by Petro, I believe. So team is going to get pretty much one, maybe two volleys because we're talking about Des Moines. I wouldn't be surprised if Summers would deploy smoke for these Des Moines so they can shoot now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not even going to shoot.
I think he was right on the edge of... I don't know, to be honest. I mean, Petro's radar is quite...
It's 12 kilometers. He was definitely caught.
Yeah.
The only thing is you don't get too much time, and maybe they valued that concealment of this 2 Des Moines is more important than shooting one shell.
I thought they were going to try and use the summers. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. I was wondering why was it not deployed already.
Yeah, I think they were just waiting to decide what to do.
If they deployed it immediately, then Des Moines could continue pushing.
Yeah,
and,
although Lolo was just
gearing.
got a little bit stuck on the island there. No, it's fine. Okay.
Is that a Venezia smoke? Yeah. Now, this is a bit of a weird position for a smoke, in my opinion. I think they would have been a lot better with this smoke here, especially with two Des Moines that both carry hydro and that are very, legendary fast. So.
I can't see where you're pointing. Do you mean closer to the cap?
Where torpedoes are right now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if they were kind of there with a hydro so that they can dodge torpedoes and stay in the open, I think they would actually have shots on Bourgogne, both of them, Stalingrad, DDs, Venezia, they would be in radar range. Like, the smoke right now couldn't be more useless if they tried. And Summers is actually going in to these torpedoes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Pulls the brake.
Nice turn. Yeah, I mean, if they did
Thunder
that...
has torpedoes coming for him as well. Dodges. Okay.
So, points ticking on that middle cap. Very slowly, but they are adding up.
Yeah, that B cap, which I hesitate to say was for free, because Smalland paid with a lot of HP to get it. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Unless you're dead or very, very, very little HP, which is going to make you pretty useless for the rest of the game, even if you lose a lot of HP, especially if it's a destroyer with a heal, it's kind of okay because you get the uncontested cap for the entire game and you fight for the other two. That's a huge advantage if you know how to use it.
Okay, Rebel are making a push on A here, try and getting that gearing the cap safely. Petro's just radared. Bourgogne's pushing up, Stalingrad pushing up. Looks like gearing will be allowed to get that cap. 2 caps to 1 for Rebel.
Mm-hmm. Well, they do have a strong presence on A, and it's not like GURKA managed to do anything on A for now. They did get that lucky torpedo hit on gearing, and that's it. The rest of the ships are very, very healthy. That smoke wasn't very useful. Des Moines didn't do anything, and now they're kind of on the back footing because they have to stay back and hope to kill Stalin before they can do anything before that, because there's the radar.
I think GURKA have to make a decision now. Do we let them have the 2 caps and then wait for them to make a mistake and overextend or something like that? Or do we make a counter push? And I think at this point in the game, with 12 minutes, more than 12 minutes left on the clock, I think they will just wait for a minute or two. Just see what Rebel do.
Yeah, if I was GURKA, I would try to focus a lot of stuff on taking Stalingrad down. Because if they can take Stalingrad down or push him to run away, then they can use the summer smoke like anywhere, like in between the 2 islands where Petro and Des Moines are right now. Smoke that up and put both Des Moines and Petro in there, and with 3 radars, 3 hydros, torpedoes, and a lot of DPM, they can slowly but surely take that A cap and kill anything that tries to contest them. Even though it's just 1 smoke, what is Rebel gonna do besides just go full YOLO? But then Summers is there, so that would be my plan. But meanwhile, Rebel is actually moving in their gearing into B, so they're gonna try to take all the caps, which is gonna put the clock even closer to the end for GURKA. They're gonna have to do some contesting here themselves.
I mean, it's even Stevens over on the C cap here, and B-More is trying to contest this Summers, but Summers is being extremely aggressive.
Yeah, Summers and Smalland are now engaging each other. And that's
SAP
another
again.
big chunk. Remember, this is the same Smalland that lost a lot of HP at the start, so I don't think he's got any heals left. Maybe 1.
Oh, SAP from Lead Express. Nope, misses.
This Smalland can't really afford to do a lot of brawling. because I think he might be out of heals at this point. But they did take the Summers down to pretty low, and he's currently on fire and burning.
It's a double fire as well.
They will take B, though.
Yeah, gearing is 3 caps. GURKA need to do something.
650 points and 3 caps. You gotta move. You just have to make a move. The only question is, what move do you really make?
Yeah, they haven't managed to do very much to that Stalingrad. But I think you will see the Summers smoking these 2 Des Moines down, maybe.
I mean, if you push Thunder and Venezia into Goliath, Venezia, Summers, and Stalin, they're just gonna focus and kill your Thunder, and then Venezia can't do much. And Smoland is a one-shot for enemy Venezia. I think they gotta hope that their Smoland from GURKA can somehow catch and kill Summers, so they can take C cap for free, and then he can abandon C and try to do something again for B.
Now, last King of the Sea, we saw some Des Moines get in serious trouble in this B cap. So Spank Me Daddy is going to have to be a little bit careful here.
He's going to have to be hell of a careful, but I don't think this is... Oh my god, is that Stalingrad really going to give him broadside then?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, he's counter-angling.
Yeah, he's got
I think this Des Moines in B is literally a desperation move. He's like, you gotta go, you gotta contest, you gotta give us more time. Yeah. And they're abandoning A completely. You can see it on the minimap. They're completely abandoning A. They're forcing everything they have into B here. Des Moines will die, but they might take Stalingrad down with them, which leaves 2/3 of the map without radar for Rebel. Which then means Smoland already took C. He might be able to actually come here and flip B as well. Or maybe Summers from A. But they need to kill the Stalingrad. Because 800 points and 2 caps. And a radar still alive. They absolutely need to bring this guy down as soon as possible to buy themselves even more time.
They're being... there we go. There's the smoke for the Des Moines. Although one of the Des Moines has gone around the back of the island. Quite sure why. These 2 Des Moines are being a little bit more passive than I would expect.
They're not very useful. The Summers and 2 Des Moines synergy is just... There's no synergy in between them. I feel like first time the smoke was too late. Now, as you say, Des Moines are not together. I feel like they have a right idea, but there's no real synergy between it.
Just feels a bit hesitant. Like when you were saying, like, why didn't they smoke on the A cap? I think that's when they should have done it.
And here comes torpedoes.
That's a bit of an overturn. Redo. Ooh.
Ooh.
You need to cancel that rudder a bit earlier.
Hanging in the breeze there, yeah. 872 points. They are finally contesting B, but Stalingrad is still alive.
So Rebel pulling their ships back from Charlie here is trying to defend Bravo. Looks like Black Metal is in trouble, healing.
I'm just not really sure why Rebel is not pushing those 2, Burgoyne and Stalingrad, hectically through A right now. Getting behind the island and endangering the Summers and Des Moines. Like, what are they waiting for?
They may not have realized immediately that GURKA were leaving, but now they definitely know that they've left. And this Burgoyne is just stationary. The Stalingrad is stationary.
Venezia got 1 shot off on Summers. Oh my dear God. Jesus.
That's
volleys.
That's one of the reasons why you bring a Venezia.
2 volleys from that Venezia have both resulted in 2/3 of an HP loss on both DDs.
Okay, B-More is going at it again with the gearing.
They desperately
SAP
need...
in.
Oh, that was actually... Oh, that's AP.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Venezia is very far. Can she finish the deal? Okay. Well, GURKA's Venezia isn't really landing those big hits. Meanwhile, Foxtrot Fury, really nice
has made some
this game.
These 2 Venezias have made some really nice shots. The Cook is starting to come under a bit of focus fire here. It's 1 minute 8 seconds-ish on the points
that's
timer.
Only because B is contested. Although Venezia is going to go down now. And, yep, there she goes. The push is now kind of all in for GURKA. They did buy themselves a bit more time.
Okay, Rebel are starting to move those 2 ships in A now.
Ooh, Summers is on... Ooh... They got Summers down to very low. If they kill this Summers, that's gonna leave these two Des Moines even more useless than they were this game. So they're gonna be forced to fight in the open. That doesn't mean they're completely useless, but
The enemy is about to win.
they can't afford to lose a ship either. They need to kill these destroyers, but I don't see how. They don't have any vision. Now the Smoland is dead. They're not gonna be able to catch Gearing or Summers unless they just go crazy all in, but they don't have the HP for that. Venezia's about to take some torpedoes, and that's gonna hurt a lot. Oh my lord! Yeah, this game over.
Okay. Yeah.
Ohio can't tank. Venezia is very low. I don't think this Venezia was very useful this game. I didn't see her do anything, and I didn't see those two Des Moines do anything. I don't want to sound too harsh. I'm just trying to relate my thoughts.
Yeah.
But I think they had way too many ships that were trying to get in a position to do something, and they kept
and they're never actually doing it.
And they never got to that point to
Yeah,
actually do something, and that's it. That's GG.
Yeah.
Rebel takes game number 1.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
GURKA looked like they had the plans,
Never got to execute
but never
it,
actually executed them. So, yeah, there's. I think, as you say, that Summers Des Moines combination, it's potentially really powerful, but they just hesitated a little bit too long before they started using it.
That's 3 ships. That's 3 ships that are not doing anything for pretty much the entire duration of the game. And then when you put on top of that another ship that doesn't seem to be doing a lot on the other side of the map, that's 4 out of, what, is it 9v9?
Yeah.
So that's almost half of the team. You can't have that.
So we're switching ends. So we will see Rebel now being on the North Cap of North, which is the next map, and GURKA on the South Spawn.
Do you have any information on the Rebel by any chance?
Yeah, quite possibly. Let's have a look.
Where are they from?
It's plane of 6. Rebel. Team info below. They are from. I know why you just asked that question, because the Croatian flag is in the symbol.
It's not the flag. It's the thing.
I know
that's
what you mean.
within the flag.
Yeah.
The insignia, whatever you call it.
Clan was started a long time ago, made up of Rebel and Tiers, and all members are from Croatia.
Oh, all members.
All members are from Croatia.
Do you have any history how they did in the clan battles or Kings of the Sea before?
Do indeed. Oh, this is their first time in KOTS. They want to make a good impression, as they are the strongest clan in their region, they reckon.
Okay.
In previous clan battle seasons, because they haven't played KOTS before, previous clan battle seasons, they're a mixture of Storm and Typhoon. And last weekend they beat Punks, LAFT, BHT, TC3DK, and SDW, and they lost to Rumpf and V888.
Okay. So similar to what we had with Anime, 5-2?
Yeah, pretty much. And GURKA are kind of a similar kind of skill level, I would say, to Throw. So they're sort of Typhoon Hurricane kind of clan battles level. They went 5-2 as well, though, last weekend. And GURKA were founded in Clan Battle Season 2. They're from all over Europe, Middle East, North Africa, Germany, Poland, Britain. It's their 3rd King of the Sea. They would like to get through to a win in the knockout round. I think they mean the the stage that comes after the groups.
So this stage.
Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure what they mean by that, but obviously they want to get through.
Mm-hmm.
We could play the North map thing.
Yeah, let's play the map intro.
The rocky shores of the North Sea comprise the setting for a titanic clash of enemy fleets. This is North. North is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination-style map with 3 cap points running a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right. Cap A on the left is the most open and accessible on the board. There are plenty of ways in and out for destroyers and not many places for radar cruisers to hide nearby. As the smallest capture area on the board, the most common access to Cap B comes from due north or south, but there is a small access via a channel between the islands on the eastern edge. Further to the east, Cap C has a single island within that can provide some cover for ships attempting to capture, but there's enough island cover nearby to conceal radar cruisers from multiple directions. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play north.
Okay, we're just waiting for the teams to ready up here.
Right. Yep, all the teams are, all the players and both teams are ready. We're just waiting for the go. We're just waiting for confirmation from Rebel, and then we're good to go. Okay.
Yep.
We gotta go. All right.
Okay, we're off.
Second game is starting between Rebel and GURKA. The first battle went to Rebel. I wouldn't want to take anything away from them, but I think GURKA pretty much failed to execute their own plan, and that didn't leave them even with a chance to win. So we'll see if they can kind of pull their things together and have a better game in the game number 2, or is Rebel going to take this 2-0?
I just got some information from Throw about that massive shot on that Starlin at the beginning of that last match in the Throw game. It wasn't the battleship, it was actually the Stalingrad of Idum. It was a 49k volley. Stalingrad on Stalingrad.
Balance. One balance to balance the
balance.
balance.
To balance the balance. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
It was 5 citadels.
Nice. Okay, so for Rebel, we have double Bourgogne, Goliath, okay, double Venezia, double Stalin, Gearing, and Summers. And once again, Goliath doesn't have any Kremlins to shoot. It's Ohio Thunder, double Des Moines, Venezia, double Stalin, Summers, and Småland. So, okay, we'll see if on the north map, GURKA can pull something off and be any more successful or not.
So are they putting the Summers with the Des Moines again? They are. So it'd be interesting to see if they're a little bit more active with that this time. Are they stopping? Why is Lead Express stopped? No, I think we're okay. I was wondering if there was a restart then. I think it's okay. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, first shot's being exchanged. It's always a bit risky bringing the first cruiser to get spotted.
Yep.
R3B3L having to turn in here.
Wow, you almost nailed that.
I almost. I thought I gave it a good go. Yeah, if you're the Stalingrad that gets spotted like that, you've got to make a decision. Like, do you stop and turn in which case you're probably going to be stationary for the second volley, or do you carry on going and hope they miss, or do you turn out, in which case you're probably going to be out of position? You've got to do one of those 3 things.
Yeah, but in these, that was actually one thing he could have done. Venezia was super duper close. She could have smoked up and escort Stalingrad out of that location, but I guess they just calculated it's not worth it. Besides, it looks to me like this Stalingrad wants to go to this position anyway.
Yeah, he's going to have a fun time with those torpedoes, which are heading for that corner, potentially.
Couple of hits on Småland, they push him out of B.
SAB. Nope, misses. Whenever I see the red shells coming towards the destroyer, I'm like, ooh. Okay, here come. Let's see if these torps have the range. Who are they from? Summers. Yeah, they should do. Yeah.
I expected him to go all the way in. I don't know why he stopped there. That's going to be 2 torpedo hits, a Damacon, a heal, and half HP gone. So he might be in trouble far sooner than they probably wanted him to be in trouble.
Yeah, if they didn't already have a plan to try and focus fire him, I think GURKA will now be trying to figure out how they can keep him spotted.
Okay, so Des Moines, instead of shooting at that Stalingrad, actually shoots at Venezia. Can they not see Stalingrad? Oh, okay, he's not detected. So Gurkha completely abandoned Seaside. They tried to go for an easy cap, fast cap on B. Fails. Now they're repositioning Smolensk and Venezia to do something about C, but now might be a bit too little too late. We will see. So they're already 2-0 caps behind and some points.
So Black Metal is radaring over at the Charlie cap, and Be More Nice in the Smartland obviously is inside that, and so knows that that's happening, and knows that they don't have another radar over there, and so as soon as this radar goes down, Be More can actually push into this cap quite safely and go and grab it. He doesn't know about these torpedoes, but I don't think he's going to. It's just a radar just to check that there's nothing there.
I mean, Stalingrad can radar.
Oh, Be More, don't take a top, don't take a top. Oh, that was such bad timing. 1, 2.
Oh my lord.
That was...
Yeah.
Yeah, if he just paused for 5 seconds longer, he would have been fine.
Yeah, their plan was just snatch B.
I mean, that
failed,
made...
Contest C failed.
Yeah, that made that look like a genius plan from Rebel there to radar, make him think he was safe, and then torp the corner where he would appear. But I don't think it was that well coordinated. But it made it look like pure genius.
Okay, he's now sending a message in the middle of the cast on Steam.
Who? What? Isno?
Yeah.
Oh, well, for Among Us, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Torps on Des Moines, who is sat broadside to them. Luckily, there is a bit of a gap there. One torp on Zamaram.
So what is Gurkha's play here? Summers and 2 Des Moines are going to push, one line, trying to extract Venezia's out of there?
Yeah, I think they've got a higher coming up as well.
Yeah, try to get some angles and push everybody away from A, take A. They planned on snatching B for free, but that failed. But in the meantime, we got a Stalin and Bourgogne on half HP for Rebel. The focus fire is kind of there. So, well, actually, questionable. I don't know. I think their plan is gonna play, considering they don't have B, which is what they plan to have. It's gonna take a while.
Ooh, Lolo takes a couple of sits there.
Yeah, and they're nowhere even close to contest C anymore.
No, I think they're moving these 2 Des Moines up to try and let Redo and the Summers take A, which it probably should work. Depends whether Rebel can get Robbie's radar out on Redo.
They need to get Summers and those 2 Des Moines somewhere deeper, I would say, where they can use one smoke and finish Stalingrad off. Okay, so Stalingrad's actually going to go down anyway.
So if Summers can survive this radar, he'll be able to get that cap. They're probably going to get a reset here. But he is starting on full health. And they are quite a long way away, the ship's shooting, so... There's the reset.
His engine is out. Stalingrad's finally down. Okay, so Stalingrad for Smolensk. A lot of points and caps. I mean, at least this time Gurkha is chipping away a couple of rebel ships. So Stalingrad's already down. Bourgogne is below 50%. Gearing is kind of damaged. But look at this position in the middle.
That's what I was about to say. Look at the positions. This is... I've never seen anything...
I think Gearing is suiciding at this point. He's never going to take this cap in between 2 Stalingrads.
I mean, it depends. It depends whether... So the Stalingrad on the left, Sisani, has not got shots on Gearing. Obviously, Millennium does. And Thunderer does.
Yeah, and he's already 14k.
There
There's
goes
the radar.
one radar.
He's probably not loaded with HE, but with AP. So, not that that's gonna hurt far less.
Yeah, that's
there
AP.
it is. Yeah, that's
4K.
4k immediately.
Millennium
I
will
think
take
that wasn't
torpedoes.
even Millennium's radar. I think that was.
No, there wasn't. That
Sasani's
was
radar.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So that means if Antares comes back, obviously, that means Millennium's radar will be available. Millennium may take a couple of torps here on the nose. One,
Thunder is
Two.
already perma-flooding in the background. Okay, did manage to dodge that one. They're very close on HP. Very, very close, actually.
Yeah.
So Gurkha is still holding, and Rebel is going to have a harder time, much harder time in the second game than they will in the first game. Because
So-
Gurkha is slowly winning the map. Slowly. It's not that Rebel is giving up on it. Hell no, they're still very, very present. But Gurkha is slowly starting to take control. And it comes down to pretty much who's going to be able to take this B cap. If anyone is even going to be able to. Or are they just going to kill each other?
so
Oh, Yukinata taking a
yeah.
torpedo.
that's
He
a
might
lot
actually
of,
take more. He has no idea that there's more
That-
coming.
and Burgoyne pushing into 3 or 4 ships is
Yeah, Yuki's definitely dead here. Okay, well, this is starting to look more and more grim for Rebel. One of the Moine from Gurkha is low and detected. Venezia giving side.
But this time Gurkha are actually being able to, I know you say they should be a bit deeper, but they have actually been able to use that smoke quite effectively.
Yeah, this is exactly where I wanted them to put the smoke.
Yeah.
And put those Des Moines in, so they can finish off the Stalingrad, which died even before that. And then they can back up using the smoke, but they have A, and they kind of want themselves the opportunity to do something about B. Unfortunately for them, that unholy black metal is really in a rough spot for them to actually take B. And it's not like they can kill them there just easily. They have no presence on C cap, so there's going to be a butcher fest.
Millennium is getting flanked here, taking shots from over where the Goliath is, having to squeeze forward, which puts him at risk of being shot by the other ships.
There's then a second radar. Yeah, they're going to kill each other here.
Rock's saving Millennium from a torpedo.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to push Ohio into the Stalingrad here while giving broadside to... Yeah, well, Burgon doesn't actually have a lot of HP, but his assistance here...
I think they're just going to push the Cook in the Ohio just straight into the cap here. I think they've decided, right, now's the time we're going to take B.
They need Lead Express to keep tabs on Stalingrad. If this Stalingrad continues going in reverse, they need Lead Express to get those cross shots on the broadside. And that's the way they extract this Stalingrad. And then Rebel might be in big trouble. Because they're going to be 2 ships down, 2 caps down. And their ships are not looking too healthy. So...
Yeah, they're definitely sending Lead Express up to make that push. Oh, Summers is spotted somehow. SAP in. I'm not quite sure how. Maybe he shot something.
Radar from Millennium, probably?
Oh, could be. Yeah, it could be.
I didn't catch it.
It is. I can see it going. Yeah. Okay. Black metal starting to come under focus fire.
Like, if they can get rid of Millennium, and they should really focus him, and then focus everything they have on Ohio. Even if they lose Stalin and B, that's gonna give them some time. But I think they really need to focus on helping Stalingrad next to B survive for as long as possible. That's going to be no torpedo hits on Sasani. Okay, Ohio is under a lot of focus.
That Express needs to make sure he can keep shots on Unholy Black Metal. Although the Goliath has just appeared.
I don't know why he went so deep there. He's literally putting himself in
Yeah.
a fight versus Goliath and
And
Summers
he-
instead of shooting.
And now he can't focus fire with the others.
Yeah. Oh, lordy, lordy. I'm not entirely sure why. He could have just stayed behind this island here and have shots
At
on
this,
the Stalingrad.
in this kind of close quarters fight, I think Goliath definitely has the upper hand.
They both have torpedoes.
They do.
Oh my god, he actually potatoed those
Yep.
torps.
Goliath has single fires.
They
And he-
got barely.
Barely. Yeah.
Oh, you need AP. I think he's still shooting sap.
He's going for the summers. Yeah, not enough. Oh,
Not
torpedoes on the
enough.
Ohio in the mid. 1, 2, 3, dead.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
I
a
think
massacre.
GURKA is falling apart. They had it going. It's not over yet.
They should not have
definitely
pushed that
had it
Venezia.
going. Yeah, that Venezia was pretty much their ticket to get rid of the Stalingrad. And he just pushed too deep and got himself in a fight he should not have been a part of, at least not for a bit. They did get B, but it was too costly.
If they can spot that Bourgogne, they could take the Bourgogne down, but he's not currently spotted.
Yeah. Rebel has a lot of ships which are very easy to kill with a little bit of focus fire.
Yeah, but I think
And
this
they have-
Bourgogne is heading for Mexico. Like,
They
see
only
ya.
have like 96,000 HP in total amongst 6 ships, dude. That's like 15 per ship. It's not a lot. So GURKA does have the caps and the points advantage, ship HP advantage, but are still. Yeah, I mean, it's not over yet. It's not
No, it's
over
not.
yet, but
Minutes.
the longer the game goes, the more heals Rebels are going to get
Well,
off.
This is it. I'm wondering what Rialzio in the Bourgogne has got left in terms of repairs. So, because, that's a one-shot. But if you can get a few thousand back in the bank, you can actually shoot. Because currently he's just positioning to make sure that he's shooting unspotted. But sooner or later...
Summers just smoked up Goliath. So he's going to have some sort of shots. Do you by any chance know the penalty for shooting from smoke for Goliath?
Not exactly. I think it's 8-ish.
There's going to be 2 torps on Sisani, and that's him in a very, very rough spot. If anybody can shoot him and not die, because that's 905 points. They only have 1 cap. If they can kill Sisani without losing anything, and I think they can, that's going to push them to like 30, 40 seconds away from victory, most likely.
Wow, if they
And
don't...
there's torpedoes coming. I think this is the end for Sisani. And that might be the end for GURKA here. Yeah, 1 minute.
The enemy is about to win.
1 minute. Less than 1 minute. So GURKA needs to go all in and get a kill here. I'm surprised Real Lazio is actually shooting. Because this is definitely the time to silence your guns and get the hell out of the way. Just,
Yeah, I think
hug
he's...
an island and stay alive.
I think he's confident that there's nothing inside his gun range in direct line of sight and he can shoot unspotted. But yeah, it is a bit risky.
If they lose a ship now, with how committed GURKA is, they could risk losing the entire game.
True.
So, Goliath is on 7,500 HP. They got 20-something seconds. Imagine if that Bourgogne goes down, how close GURKA is to actually taking this over.
Goliath popping the heel. Gearing coming under a bit of fire. 2, 7, 1, 3.
Uh-oh. Dude, there's 3 seconds. He
Gearing's
goes down
down.
3 seconds before the end. Oh, no.
There's torps coming.
Is this going to be...
This is
it's gonna be
friendly
a ram.
fire or a ram.
Is going to be a ram. That's a ram. They trade. Oh, that buys GURKA a bit more time,
It does.
What does Rebel have? They have Goliath that can't do anything. They have Summers that can't do anything. Bourgogne's going to be hiding. I mean, even if GURKA now pulls a kill on Venezia,
Well, this is it. So
is that going to be enough?
they can't get to sea in time. They have to get a kill.
They see Venezia. They can see
Okay.
her.
But that's a lot
They
of health.
they need the kill on Venezia. This is what I told you. Imagine if they got a kill on Bourgogne. They would have they would have won this game.
Absolutely.
Which is why you don't risk just shooting like that on 1800 HP and no heals. You just stay silent, yeah.
2 Des Moines against what will be a border humping Venezia in a second. They can't citadel it. They're just going to have to HE it to death. They've got 1 minute. I mean, Goliath is putting shots into the Des Moines as well, but they are now going to be in smoke. The border does make it quite hard to aim. But Venezia has completely zeroed its engines against the border here.
Oh, she's just going to be doing a bit of left, a bit of right, a bit of left, a bit of right, and therefore throwing most of these shells off.
But there are torpedoes coming. There is 30 seconds for them to get there.
Are they going to be fast enough?
This is going to be very...
Oh my lord, it's going to be so... If they kill this Venezia, they might have enough time to win with 2 caps. Because it's only 2 minutes difference. And that's going to be another 100 points? Oh my lord.
15 seconds. Torpedoes approaching.
12 seconds.
Most of these shells missing. There we go.
9 seconds. Torpedoes are not going to have time. 6 seconds. Oh, she's healing. Oh my god.
3. 1 tick.
Oh
no,
my god.
They didn't get it.
You see, this is why I hate border. It's such an unfair advantage. And if it wasn't for this border, this Venezia would have gotten killed and they would have actually lost this game. I mean, GG well played to both Rebel and GURKA. This was a fantastic match to watch, and it literally went to the last second. It was a rough start for GURKA, but then they really made a good comeback. And they showed hell of a lot more dedication and skill and tactics than in the first match. So props to them for that. A bit crap that they lost the win in this fashion, but when you're playing competitive, anything and everything pretty much goes. It's all about winning, and that's all that matters. So congratulations to Rebels.
Absolutely, the underdog definitely won there. I think GURKA are going to be really quite upset with that loss. I think they went into that thinking they would probably win, and they didn't.